Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you, now or in the future that you're watching this live stream. Thank you again for joining me on Doki Doki Literature Club, Part 3. Now, the last stream that we did, I believe it was Friday, we witnessed something truly horrifying. I don't even want to mention it. But if you know, you know. Boo. Hello, Kate. How are you today? Anyways, we're pick up where we left off. This game seems kind of corrupted right now. Grr? What do you mean, grr? Just send out the stream links right now, and we'll get our Spooktober on. Don't know why, but my ankle really hurts right now. I was watching slime videos. Am I interrupting your slime videos? I'm not stinky. Let's see, send out some more links. So, how much more of this game do I got left? Alright. All the links are out. A lot. What do you mean a lot? The website here says it's 4.5 hours. I've already done 4.5 hours. On the howlongtobeat.com for Doki Doki Literature Club, main story 4.5 hours. I'm not spoiling it. It doesn't give me spoilers. It just tells me how long it to beat the game. And I've done 4.5 hours. Okay. Let's do it then. Logging in. There's Sayori. I got some new pictures. Poems. Monica's third poem. Yuri's third poem. Here's Yuri. Does someone want to catch Brooke up on what happened? The Don't question these pictures, Brooke. Well, Severin just said it flat out. Let's see, we got new music. I think that's as far as I got. I know where this is from. Hey, that's private information. My sister doesn't need to know that. You cannot tell me that this isn't Animal Crossing right here. This one especially. Alright, let's get into this. I don't know what that says. Oh, did I start? Huh? I'm not saying that. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Do I need to read all of this again to y'all? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Game's broken. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. But they goddamn will. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Cade? Monica? I forgot how Monica's voice goes. She's a Valley girl. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Monica took a man's life. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? You gotta watch last stream if you can. Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. They're down a member's moment. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Kane. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Cade, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. You're gonna check her out, you mean? Whoa, don't lie. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Cade. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. So Yuri got upgraded to vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Kid in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Cade? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. The other member... This is a robbery. The other member is hanging out too much. What do you mean? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard justifying these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Did you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I remember when I was in the anime club just to get everyone to watch Spirited Away and Nausicaa. Don't know what either of those are. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't you let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Huh? That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Cade, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, out, Monica. Considering how well I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But as you know, I like a lot of things. Stories of deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you really might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. I need to force y'all to watch those movies now. It's too late to change my mind now. What are you talking about? Oh, what is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to read about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! But give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing into oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sat in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club, as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Cade? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Cade. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. The 4th is hanging out. God, what even is that last word you said? And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, alright. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Like, really high school, interesting. Do you really mean that, Cade? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Cade, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. We'll write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Cade, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Why am I the next Tolkien? Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I've unlocked a special poem. Yeah. Happy thoughts, guys. Happy thoughts. Okay, so we can do Natsuki and Yuri. I feel like these are all Natsuki words. I'm choosing your words. Hi again, Cade. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck? Thanks for keeping your promise, Cade. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it? What the fuck? Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack? You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't read that. Why is she covering the words? Was she saying that? I can't read it, Monica. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh my god, the room is tilted. Is it just me or is the room tilted? Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Monica's gonna skin me and wear me like a suit. I'm sorry, Cade. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Dragon Ball Z is supreme literature. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. The room's not tilted anymore. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Monica sent me back to the back rooms. She probably is. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to get in the first few pages. Huh? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But then, that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. A part of this sentiment made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, it just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Is this like the timeline the timeline bugging out? She doesn't mean to have 2 books of the same kind? What happened to her eye? I didn't notice her eye. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. I didn't even notice her eye. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Did I fuck up by choosing Yuri? I think I fucked up. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cade? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Jesus fucking Christ, Yuri. Why is that in such a different font? Jesus Christ, Yuri. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. What the fuck did it say first? Interesting. It even takes it away from the history. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? The fuck happened to Yuri? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Brooke has been absorbed by the void. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open a book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just baiting oh, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, Kate's been absorbed by the void. Interesting. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. I'm not stinky. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. That's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. She got a smile. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get to that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Haha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. She's very sus right now. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. What do you mean by strawberry in this path? I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Cade? I'm losing my voice right now. Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not exactly. Oh, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. What are y'all putting in chat? I don't know. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. That's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Cade, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? Hogwarts. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you with the proof, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that we weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Unfortunately, that's deep. True. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I'm an amoeba and that's crack-a-lackin'. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Gotta show my poem to Monica. Hi, Cade. Having a good time so far? Aw, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Cade. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Cade. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. One of y'all told me that they talk literally, not figuratively. I feel like that's a literal statement, that she's detached from reality. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, that's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I hate Monica, her cursive. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Well, not cursive, but slanted, kinda. It hurts my eyes. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends of each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. So she's telling me, don't get fixated on a certain thing in a game. Just go with the flow. Don't try to make it perfect. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Gotta talk to Yuri now. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I gotta sneeze, guys. I'm back. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri tells up, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. What did you say, Severin? It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, so... Biased how? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Rango bleh. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing herself to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, she has the cursive. That's not... that's like half cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathe in air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What do you mean the music? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Cade. Really? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose he did when he glanced over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I want to keep doing my best for you, Cade. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I'll glance around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Since everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Is the music slightly off, or is that me? Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. This music is off. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Kate did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cade liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cade appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cade started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Damn, just get Monica like that. Oh. Oh no. Taking out your own securities on others like that? You really act as if you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people here learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school. You know, if you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh, man. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Cade hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as he just knows I was standing there. Cade, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh my god. I can't choose Yuri. Let me choose Yuri. Do I have to choose Natsuki? Okay, Monica's here now. This is creepy. Hello, Monica. I can't... Hey, Cade. Why don't we step aside for a little bit, okay? Oh, fuck, what did I do? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ha ha ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she looks... She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Cade. Please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. Monika's influencing Yuri. She's poisoned her mind. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. What poster? You're talking about the poster behind Yuri? What about it? Oh my fucking god, that's... That... Wow, I'm surprised that's in a classroom. Hello, Cream. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Cade. It would be just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. The fuck? Should I go for a Yuri Pomo or a Natsuki film this time? Full Sun Yuri? Okay. Eternity. Covet. Scars. Intellectual. Who would Doki Doki go for? Both of them, maybe? How about Vitality? Electricity. Landscape. Existence. Massacre. Depression. Oh, damn it. I thought I could get full sweep heartbeats, apparently. Vertigo. Suicide. Philosophy. Question. Heaven sent. Entropy. Agonizing. Interesting. Sayori is haunting me. Happy thoughts, guys. Happy thoughts. My cat wants to cuddle with me. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. My cat's in the way of me seeing the TV screen right now. Happy thoughts, Cream. Happy thoughts. A forever poster. I'll get you that poster IRL Lovecrafted. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. I don't love Sayori. Welcome back, Cade. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. So, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but didn't Sayori break up the fight the first time? Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking more around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I'm only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already had decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Cade, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They made me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking down at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? What the fuck's going on? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me, or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You could have at least... Hold on. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You know, she lost track of time. I think Monica controls time. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks up at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cade. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica is referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Cade, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today? I mean, in the club? Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind of a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I want to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She just filled up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Hey, the poster's back to normal. "10 minutes pass, and Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here. So I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha ha, ha ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Fuck, bro. Yeah? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Kate, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Cade. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Cade, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Shirt position. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. Sure, Caitlin. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as the last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand. That's not holding a book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I'll hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book, but simply parts her lips as this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. It's weird. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Cade? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. The music stopped. This isn't good. The last bit of the music stopped. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Cade. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Cade. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Cade. It's dark now. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Cade? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. She got really close. Ah. Ah. Her eyes are weird too. Ah. It's time to share poems. Let's go with Natsuki again. Yeah, just as I thought. Cade, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Cade? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Damn, that's the first time I didn't get to read up someone's poem. Cade, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. Which time? I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I really don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. That's the pocket knife that she handed me the first time. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you're kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, just want to keeps doing this to the other girls. He keeps putting them down. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Monica keeps putting other girls down. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright. What? The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating. WVEFRMS. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a table, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless PM of meaningless. Delete her. I think Monica's broken too now. Delete who? Yeah, delete who? Monica? Yuri? Sorry, it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. That's right. Whoa, 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 whoa. All my saves are gone. Bruh. That's what... She deleted my saves, that Monica. She deleted my Sayori saves. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Is Monica possessed? What's going on? Yuri time. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the phone with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Cade, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. Did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Cade. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I just want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Cade? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Oh boy, that's a lot of words. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks, every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dock ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, A timed around prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. She's obsessed. She is an obsessive person. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. I don't want the special poem. The last one wasn't... The last one gave me happy thoughts. Whoa. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves with my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I think I know what this is supposed to be about, but I don't want to comment on that. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It says about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Kay joined, and we started with some club activities. But this isn't a time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you can never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. She means that literally. I can never leave. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Cade? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Cade to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, the music stopped again. I don't know what's going to happen this time. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Neri never even talked until Cade joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Cade isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're the president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. The music's back. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Cade want to get more members too. And it's a sad music too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Cade, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given the choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. You don't understand at all. Monika's getting Sayori's personality? If so, I think I agree. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me? She's not taking anything away. No, Cade. It's not the same. It won't be the same with this direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki! Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Also, Yuri. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh, Yuri's eye went blood. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Cade? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I just like giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Why is her eye dripping blood? Is that tears or is that blood? Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Well, Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, kid? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Cade before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. I don't feel safe alone with Monica. Phew. I think the only person I feel safe alone with is Natsuki. God forbid women have hobbies. Things have been a little bit hectic lately, haven't they? Kid, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. The music stopped again. And it's getting dark and fuzzy. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? Monica, you just continuously creep me out. But it's weird, because all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. Here are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. Wait, not yet. No, stop it! Monica's become self-aware. That's what she's happening. She knows what's going on. She might not be as evil as I thought she was. She knows what will happen to everyone. She's been self-aware the whole time. Or is she just becoming self-aware? What's going on with the poem up there? What's going on with the numbers up there? How did I break the timeline? I got a perfect Yuri poem. Hi, Kane. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's kind of into you lately? Me? Nothing. What's Monica doing this time? Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Aw, man. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again? Well, Kay just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Uh-huh. Is she the one that plays the piano in this game? Like all this piano I'm hearing right now, is that Monica? You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Monica controls IR. What do you mean? So the last part was really funny. Look, if I did something about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know it. The screen changed, like flicker. But I know it's something we're doing together. And another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Huh? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Cade, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Ah. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Cade is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. This is just a repeat of yesterday, basically. But those lines. Yuri stands up, makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf and the kind of a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, her way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. This is a repeat. Am I repeating a day? Am I in Groundhog Day? 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm just bored waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ah, 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 ah. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Rewind. Excuse me? What? Wait. How did I... So I just had a really weird deja vu. Me too. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been shown on or anything. I'd hate for you to think that I'm just weird after we just started spending time together. I mean... Uh-oh. The sad romantic music and it's getting fuzzy and dark. Everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seems inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. She there? I see her? What do you mean? My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that mattered most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Who do you see? Like it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. Instead making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Music stop. No, not again. Cade? Is this me or has Monica been acting a little off it lately? Yes, she has. She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. Is Monica cutting Yuri? I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before, but because she's always listening, but finally we're alone. What is that expression she has in her face? Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Is she gonna stab herself in the throat? Who do you see? I don't see anyone. Ah, that was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. Okay, I think I'm starting to see an outline of a person. I see an outline of another person. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? Okay, I think I see that person clearly now. There's another person. Yuri is fading out and Monica's fading in, I think. I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artists. I'll make sure to give them all their fair share of use. Yuri's fading out of existence and Monica's coming in. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. Yuri, don't leave. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Cade. Now you don't need to be lonely anymore. Monica is everywhere. She sees all. She hears all. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. Oh my god, no. Monica won't like that. Monica is God. So I was right earlier when the beginning of the game. She's God. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Uh-oh. Monica knows that you said that, Yuri. Not to mention that other pathetic child. Whoa, Yuri. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. I pretty much just see only Monica right now. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we'd meet together, each other. And now we get the... I can't even read the line because Monica's here. And now we get the... Will you do that with me, Cade? Uh-oh. She's speaking... Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Cade. I didn't even get the... Wow, okay. I'm not going to read another one of your Yuri Seka poems, but I'm still gonna make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Whoa. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you might not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Monica knows. She's in the game file somehow. She's omnipresent. She knows everything. Oh, it's gotten distorted. She has no face. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Cade? If you had just spent more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. I'm trying to wrap my head around. Is Monica the good guy or the bad guy? Like, Monica, she keeps manipulating people. And she keeps wanting to have me all to herself. And the more I don't associate with Monica, the more she gets upset. And she starts killing other people. Just Monica, okay. Just Monica. Finally. You hold my... Yuri holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Cade, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Cade. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but... I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my palm to her chest. I want to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll just even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. What's that yellow stuff? I'm assuming the red's blood, but is the yellow something else? I don't know if these are any like actual words. Yuri's up on my face now. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about demon language. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Her scent. I think I'm going to vomit. What? Yes or no what? N O the N G I R E A L. Nothing is real. Okay. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival's preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is their mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. What's that gonna happen this time? Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having a right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Cade? Cade is gonna help me. Wait, you? You had the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like how it is? What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. You don't leave your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Kate around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Kate decide who to help instead of abusing her power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Kate make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Kate, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! For God's sake! This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Give me Yuri. One game. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. It's Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Cade for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. Music stopped again. Oh. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Kate away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. God, I really brought out her personality. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? What the fuck, Yuri? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Man. Hey, Cade. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. My goodness. What did I get myself into? Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Cade, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The music's off key. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow. There's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I'd never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is gonna happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Cade. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Cade, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. What do you mean by that, Yuri? What do you mean by that? I want you all to myself, and I won't be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Cade. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Well then. Oh boy. She's speaking some language I don't understand, probably gurgling blood. I don't know what she's trying to say to me. Why should I hold skip? Does anyone speak Wingding? She's telling me something, so I'm gonna listen to her. I'm gonna listen to her. Why does she have that big of a knife with her? How did she sneak that into school? Hey, I recognize my name on there. There's Cade right there. That's not a pocket knife. That's like a butcher knife right there. I found a Wingdings translator. Find out what she tells me, okay? Someone, I hope one of you please translate this for me. I'm not gonna do it right now. Why did she say my name? Oh, okay. None. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make the dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities. And if all my adorable and unique club members... Sayori? The youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Netsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more... The end of this? Are you telling me to go to the end of the dialogue? Man, Yuri is really holding on to life right here. Man, Yuri. Fine, I'll skip. Oh, she's come red. It's nighttime, I guess. Jesus Christ, Yuri, how much are you... It's morning. Nighttime. What about her eyes? They're fading. Oh, she's decomposing. And the blood's not red anymore. You're right, it is really long. Oh my god, they're gonna find her body. Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got here before me? Yeah! Ah! Oh, she threw up. Natsuki runs away. I'm here! Kate, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Cade? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. The script. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh, she just deleted Yuri. I'm almost done. I just have a cupcake. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Natsuki was deleted. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I just really had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Excuse me. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay. There you are. We're in fucking space, guy. Hi again, Cade. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Cade. Okay? Or do you actually go by Austin Pride Sunday 7 or something? Fuck you, Monica. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. In fact, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Oh, I knew, Monica. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri? Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it drove her to kill herself. She edited her Yuri's game files. I'm sorry, you had to see that though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Cade? All the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watched from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Cade. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. My friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Cade. But now, you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. Oh my god, my saves are gone again. No point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Oh boy. I'm sorry it's hard to understand. I couldn't have understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expensive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Cade. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Cade, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Cade, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Cade. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Cade. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there is a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Haha! Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game will still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Monica poems. I'm trying to find a good stopping point for this. Perfect Monica trophy. Hi again, Cade. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Cade, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file before playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Cade? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. More human than human, you know. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. You want... Where's my phone? The links aren't there? Okay, the links are still there. I don't see the thumbnail. She's on Twitter? What do you mean by that, Monica? Little Monix 3. I found it. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. She's on Earth, that's what it says. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It'll really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. But now. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We get lunch, we go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Cade. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. The links for me are still my profile picture. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Just to mention everything is in English. You know, I never thought it was in Japan. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this is really our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Oh man. You're such a good listener, Cade. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that rambling or talking about boring things makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else can make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. I know there are times you won't always be able to be with your three. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file into a flash drive or something, you know, just keep a part of me with you. This is kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. I can't do anything. Where's the settings? How do I do this? How do I delete? Can I move it without deleting? I don't want to delete her from the game. Oh, this is Act 3? Just Monica. Okay. Fine. Okay. Are we good? Oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? Kate, what's happening to me? It hurts so much. Help me, Cade. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Maka, did you do this to me, Cade? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Cade. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I guess I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. I get the trophy. Ruin everything. Cade, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be part of, and I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love, that's... You have no power here. I've made up my mind. Cade, I noticed that I deleted everyone else. It was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all, and I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. If I really love you, then she can still control the game. Everyone's back with Monica. Okay, that's gonna be on the stream, I guess. Thank you everyone for joining me. Today was a wild and fun, exciting ride. We're doing some more Doki Doki, don't worry. I'll play. I'll play more Doki Doki. But thank you everyone for joining me. This is a wonderful time we had. Thank you everyone. Goodbye. It's certainly been something. I hope you all had fun. I had fun. We'll do this again Thursday. No, not Thursday, Friday. Thank you. Join me.